Chet, how many times in high school did you have 7 dunks in a game? Was that a pretty common occurrence?
Oh no, I'm sure it happened here and there, but I don't know. It's not something I pay too much attention to.
How does it kind of stretch the defense when you have a lob threat like yourself underneath the rim, and how do they have to kind of adjust, and does it make it a lot harder for an opposing defense, do you think, when you can do that down there?
Yeah, it's just like having shooters on the floor. If you can space the floor horizontally, it's the same way. Spacing the floor vertically, they have to respect it, and it kind of opens things up for our guards. And if they don't respect it, then obviously the lobs and drop-offs are there.
You remember how old you were when you had your first dunk?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
Chet, what was that hoop like? You seem pretty fired up after it.
Which one? The one from him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've never jumped that high before. Yeah, I was up there.
No, question for you. You guys really got free tacos tonight for the fans. Really feeling that free shot, I think, 48%. So what's that like for you guys to fire on all cylinders from outside? And then I guess after Nolan, Chet, how helpful is that for you now on the outside?
It's definitely helpful. As soon as we get the ball rolling on the 3-pointers, I feel like that opens up the floor for all the kickouts we can get. It is beneficial for the team for sure.
Chet, does that help you down? I imagine you guys are making it from outside, helps you down low as well.
Yeah, it helps in every aspect. If they got to respect the 3-point line, it opens up a lot of the high lows to Drew. It's hard to double if we're making threes. So yeah, space the floor horizontally, and then it's easy to get the high-low dump downs, and then all the other stuff inside as well.
How good was the defense tonight, Chet?
It was really good. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into detail on it. Yeah, it was really good. We made some adjustments in the game, personnel-wise, switching guys around. Once we kind of got real comfortable with their offense and how long they run offense for, I thought we handled it pretty well.
And you got on the guard, right, for a lot of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that kind of situation? Be able to show you can do that?
Yeah, I mean, whatever is asked of me to kind of help benefit the team, and that's what was asked of me. To stop him at the rim so he couldn't kick out for 3-point shots, and yeah, that's what coach asked me to do. So just try to do my best doing that.
Nolan, you ever seen an offense like that where the ball really doesn't bounce?
No, like that was really a surprise for me. We actually did like a little study me, Drew, and Hunter before the game, and Julian actually introduced me that they don't dribble the ball like that. So it was kind of new for me. I was actually shocked that they don't dribble like that, but I didn't get by.
You guys are both new freshmen here, but Timmy went over 1,000 points in his career. Is that kind of a far-off number when you think about 1,000 points for a guy?
Yeah, that is a far enough number, and congratulations to him. He deserves that. He's been working too hard, getting too many buckets, so proud of him.
Nolan, what's it like to have Chet underneath the basket and kind of just throw it up almost anywhere, and he's going to probably come down with it?
That's easy. Go get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Just throw it up there.
Go get it.
How excited are you guys for this trip to Vegas and go up against some of the best teams in the country?
Very excited. We want to kind of test what we're made of, and this is what the last 3-4 months since we got here has been about. Preparing every day in practice. Really going at each other to make each other better. For not only this week but going forward all the way through March. And it's going to be a great test for us, and we're preparing for it.
I think you played with Peyton, right?
At USA. Yeah.
What do you know about their personnel? I mean, they got some brand names, Juzang and Alquez, and Peyton's high.
Yeah, after the tournament, everybody's heard of them. They got scores pretty much 1 through 4. They can all score the basketball. They're shooting the ball great. And I heard Coach while we were sitting over there waiting for him. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and they know their identity. So it's up to us to kind of figure figure out how to handle it.
Nolan, what do you think of that matchup?
I think it's gonna be a fun one. Actually, I think it's gonna be real fun. You know, they got scores, we got scores. You know, they got high confidence, we got high confidence. You know, they've been winning, so we got winning momentum right now. So I think it is time for us to clash here and see who comes out on top.
I'm sure you guys both watched. I know you probably did last year's game at the Final Four. What do you remember about watching that?
It was the game of the year.
Yeah, I don't.
remember.
Yeah, it was a wild game. Obviously, I have a personal connection to that game. You know, still kind of gives me chills thinking about the last seconds of it. But you know, that's kind of what I'm expecting this year. A fun game where both teams are going at it. Nobody's backing down. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
What was your reaction when Jalen pulled up and hit that shot? Do you remember where you were when that happened?
Me and all my buddies were watching it in the basement, and you know, I got a video of it. One of my buddies said, as soon as we saw Jalen get the ball, he was just like, "Be legendary." And then 3 seconds later, he made the shot, and everybody was just running around like crazy, screaming, like nobody really knew, like was expecting that. But yeah.
Did you talk to him after the game at all, or text or anything like that?
Nah, I didn't. I already knew what was gonna happen to his phone. I've been there, so I just kind of let it be. A couple days later, reached out, talked to him. But yeah, I didn't want to add on to the pile of messages.
I know you got a couple games before it, and almost an afterthought, but you get to play Duke too. It's just that, what's it like to go against these names? You know, Gonzaga, UCLA, Gonzaga, Duke. How exciting is that? Either one.
Oh, it's gonna be really exciting, especially playing against Duke. That is a blue blood. It's been a dream of mine playing against the top of the top. So I think it's gonna be really exciting and fun.
What do you think of that matchup?
I think it's gonna be a great matchup again. Like Nolan said, go against the top of the top, and that's what we're made of. And it's all, at the end of the day, it all comes down to preparing for March and getting better for then. And we're gonna give it our best, and our plan is to come out on top.
There's obviously a lot that's going to be made about your kind of matchup with Paolo. Do you kind of embrace that, or do you kind of just focus on it's Gonzaga versus Duke, not Chet versus Paolo?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's Gonzaga versus Duke all the way. And I'm not going to go outside of what the team's trying to do to try and accomplish a personal vendetta or something. But at the end of the day, it's going to be our 5 against their 5, and we're going to clash and we're going to go at it. Nobody's going to back down. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Nolan, you're pretty close with Paolo. Were you guys teammates at Seattle Railroad? What's that matchup going to be like? And is there going to be any chatter between you guys before the game, you think?
No doubt. Yeah, I'm definitely talking my talk. He know that though. He knows that. It's my dog though.
Yeah. What have you made of his start to the season so far?
It's not surprising. I've been seeing Paolo do what he do for so long. So I'm proud of him. To see how he came a long way and doing this at this type of level. So good for him. But I'm against him, so I'm not worried about him for him.
We have time for one more question.
Chet, have you guarded him, played against him in AAU tournaments or anything? Or
Paulo?
Yeah, Paulo.
Yeah, I have most recently with Nolan as well down at the Iverson Classic. Had a few days in practice and then the little All-Star game thing. I got to go back and forth a little bit.
Julian, pretty excited to have a chance to go home to Vegas. Have you guys talked to Julian at all?
Oh yeah, he's excited.
He's ecstatic.
All right, thanks guys.